up, YouTube? This is your girl, Jody Morose, and if you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? So today's video is going to be a story time about how I found out that I have 2 uterus, and yes, I have 2 uterus. And the correct term for it, I don't remember how to pronounce the name, but I know that it starts with a D. And I even have it pulled up for you on my laptop so that you guys can look at the name yourself. So yeah, that is the name of a uterine deficit. I don't know. But like I said, I found out I was pregnant. I'm sorry, I didn't say like I said nothing, but I found out I was, excuse my hair, it needs to be done, but I found out I was pregnant in December of 2020, and I made my announcement on Christmas. So I say on like my 3rd appointment to go check on my baby. You know, we in the waiting room, we waiting. They call us back, and you know, they doing, I think it was my 2nd one, because she was still sticking that thing up my hoo-ha. So I think it was my 2nd checkup. So she put the stuff on my stomach first, and she listened or whatever. We hear the heartbeat. So then she take the other thing that she puts inside of you to get the view or whatever. She put that in, right? So I'm watching her the whole time. So when she put it up there and we looking at the screen, you know, we looking for the baby to pop up. We ain't seeing no baby. And I'm looking at her face, and I know it's something wrong because she ain't saying nothing, but I can see her face like she looking like, where is it? And then I'm like, is everything good? And then she was like, I don't see a baby. And then the doctor I had, she was sarcastic. I didn't say she was sarcastic. She was just, I don't know, I liked her. And she was like, I don't see a baby. And she said it like it was just cool. I'm like, where my baby at? We just heard a heartbeat, so we know it's a baby in there. So she and her doing all like this, still on that side. And then she was like, well, let me try and go over on this side. And when she went, and then when she moved it like to that way, then we seen my baby. And then she was like, she didn't really say too much. She was just looking kind of like in awe, like, what's going on? Even though I was not her first patient, I was her 2nd patient to have 2 uterus. Because she had a patient before who had 2 uterus and 2 cervix. Even though later on down the line in my appointments and stuff, she did tell me I did have 2 uterus and 2 cervix, but I was never actually sure. But she did show me a picture of it before, and it looked like a broken heart. So it looked like a uterus over here and a uterus over there, and it's just like connected at the bottom part, but it looks like a broken heart. And that's how I found out that I had 2 uterus. And what makes the story even more crazy is I had just started going to this OBGYN once I found out that I got pregnant. Because at first I was going to another OBGYN, and they were trying to, well, when I was going to the other OBGYN, we was trying to get me pregnant or figure out why I couldn't get pregnant, because it was hard for me to get pregnant. And it took me 3 years before, we was trying for 3 years before we had my baby now. And so, yeah, the doctor I was going to before then, we had to do an ultrasound to see if I had like stuff on my ovaries and stuff, to see if that could have been the reason why I wasn't having kids. And They didn't say nothing. They didn't even document that if they seen 2 uterus or if anything was wrong or anything. They didn't, no records of it. All it was a normal ultrasound or whatever, but nothing was normal about me. One of a kind, baby, one of a kind. Well, I ain't one of a kind. It's a few more people out here with 2 uterus. But my doctor did tell me that I could still get pregnant even though I was currently pregnant with my then child. And you know, everybody always had that, oh, you pregnant, I can keep doing this. Not this one, because I can still get pregnant. So that's the story about how we found out that I had 2 uterus. I'm going to go check on my baby, and she wasn't being seen. So she had to play around with the thing in there until she found my baby and discovered that I had 2 uterus. Peace. So something I wanted to add in the video that I didn't put in the video, because I know it's probably a lot of questions like, how do you have 2 uterus? I don't know. Something that happened when you're born. If you look it up, it says like when you're born, you have 2 uterus and it's supposed to form together to make 1 uterus, but mine's never formed all the way. It just stopped. So that's how I have 2 uterus. But I wanted to let you guys know that even though I have 2 uterus, when it was the doctor did say I could have problems during the delivery part of it. She said it was a high possibility that my baby could be breached, and that I would have to have a C-section, because she asked me if I wanted to have a C-section or vaginal. And then I said I wanted vaginal, and she was just let me know that it's a high chance that your baby could be breached because you do have 2 uterus. And then it's a high chance that you could have a C-section, so be prepared for that. And I forgot what else was it. I was sort of a high-risk pregnancy. I wouldn't even say high risk. I guess towards the end when it was time for me to have my baby. And when I did have my baby her leg did get stuck because it was so crowded up in there. And my baby daddy do have when I was having my baby, she had pulled out the 2 uterus. And she was showing my baby daddy, she was like, look, this side and this side. But my baby daddy ain't really, he got a picture, but you can't see both of them. You can only see one. Because, I don't know, because my baby was coming out of the other uterus, so that's why you couldn't see that one, or because he was too late. Because, you know, when you go into the hospitals and stuff, you can't have your phone or take pictures. But our doctor did let us, but her nurse that was there had just told him to put his phone away, and as soon as he had told him to put his phone away, all that stuff went down. And then by the time he brought his phone out, the few pictures he did get, I'm gonna insert them so you guys can see, even though you won't be able to see the actual 2 uterus. But once I find me a new doctor, I'm going to have to give y'all a picture, because my current doctor, she did just retire, and I have to find a new one. But she was supposed to give me a picture of the 2 uterus where she left, but that didn't happen, and I didn't feel like pressuring her. So if you want a labor and delivery story time, just let me know in the comments, or whatever you want another video about. Just let me know. Thanks for watching.